So the United States is going to be halting the Russian imports of oil. It appears they're going to stop importing Russian oil, but it only accounts for what 6% of their oil needs. I mean, they only import like 6%. The main market for the Russians is the European market, and it appears that President Biden and his administration are going to ban Russian imports. That's the first thing they're going to do. That's what they're planning to do apparently. But it's like something that really is a thing that you have to work on for a long period of time. You can't just you unilaterally say, "Oh, we're just gonna ban Russian oil import." You need to have some type of alternative. You have to have some type of alternative to those 6% that you're missing out on. 6%. That's how much the Russians supply the Americans with oil. But Europe is something like 40% oil, no, 40% gas, 50% oil, 25% for food or something. Ukraine is the breadbasket of Europe too. That's another thing. But it appears that Germany, the biggest buyer of Russian crude oil, has rejected plans to buy energy imports. Well, I mean, what do you expect? It takes time to build up renewable energy sources around the country. It takes time to find alternative sources of energy. Even if you build back up the nuclear reactors and try to make nuclear energy, I don't think that's a good idea. Nuclear energy can be dangerous. It's pretty difficult to maintain. It requires very expertise. It requires experts and people that know what they're talking about, and it's dangerous. And we look at it because of Chernobyl and all those other disasters that happened throughout history. I know. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's because of incompetence. Chernobyl was because of incompetence. We can do it better now. We've evolved." Yes, 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 but it's still dangerous. There's still a lot of danger associated with nuclear reactors and nuclear energy. That's probably why the group thing is that people are not interested in it. It costs. It's very expensive to build. Startup costs are insanely high compared to oil and gas, and it takes time to do this. You can't just ban Russian imports of oil and gas immediately now, because that would mean that you would leave millions of people in Europe out in the cold. Millions of people in Europe, and the price of the oil and gas would go up much more than it's going up now. Right now, the prices are pretty high. The price increased 400%. It's not looking good, man. Germany is accelerating its plans to expand its use of alternative energy sources, but cannot halt imports of Russian energy overnight. Well, that's expected. Europe relies on Russia for crude oil and natural gas, but has become more open to the idea of banning Russian products. The United States relies far less on Russian crude and products, but a ban would help drive prices up and pinch U.S. consumers already seeing historic highs at the gas pump. Well, it's crazy how Nancy Pelosi is gonna enact $10 billion in aid for Ukraine, and that money is coming from taxes. You guys know that, right? You American guys, you know that, right? The money's coming from your taxes that you pay to the government, and then they're gonna give the money to Ukraine. But shouldn't you guys be worried more about home? There's fucking veterans sleeping on the street. There's homeless people, but it is what it is. They don't care about those people. They only care about themselves. Asked if the United States has ruled out banning Russian oil imports unilaterally, Anthony Blinken said, "I'm not going to rule out taking action one way or another. We're respectful of what they do, but everything we've done, the approach starts with coordinating with allies and partners." Yes, but Europe is not going to ban the Russian oil and gas. They need it more than ever. That would completely tank Europe's economy. They're not going to just. They're not going to ban it. No way. They can't. They have to find another source. People say, oh, the Americans are going to send liquefied natural gas, LNGs. But that takes time, that takes effort, that takes money, that takes convoys and supplies, maybe a pipeline or something. But it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough conflict to talk about. And they're sending envoys to Venezuela and Saudi Arabia to try and make up for the shortfall that they're going to have when they cut off the Russian imports. But it's not. It's just not. I don't know. I don't think we should be doing this, man. Because if we ban the Russian oil and gas, that drives prices up even more. Obviously, people are going to say, "Oh, but what about the Ukrainian people that are dying? This is a necessary evil because biting the bullet. It's better than having World War III." I agree with you guys, but at the same time, when you see those prices going up at the gas pump, and you can't go to work because you don't have the money to pay for the gas, or you're gonna go bankrupt because you don't have any money, are you gonna sing the same tune? Are you gonna sing the same tune? That's the question. It's interesting, man. It's interesting how this is playing out. They're never gonna support. President Joe Biden is expected to hold a video conference call with the leaders of France, Germany, and the United Kingdom on Monday as his administration continues to seek their support for a ban on the imports. Well, they're not gonna ban the imports, man. The entirety of Europe fucking depends on the natural gas coming from Russia. Like, you think that's just gonna end overnight? How are they gonna replace it? Exactly. You have no idea. Just talking out of your ass. Stupidity, man. So, just stupidity. Fucking. Yeah, refugees. Yeah, the UK is only taking 50 refugees. Oh, that's just beautiful. So, what's my conclusion for this? What do I think should happen? Well, it's a balancing effect. Are you just gonna fucking ban everything and then the world economy is gonna go down? There's gonna be a recession, then there's gonna be inflation, then the dollar is gonna inflate, and then the central bank is gonna increase the interest rate so they can keep in line with the fucking crash of the economy and the inflation, the hyperinflation. Then there's gonna be a recession. I think this is gonna be worse than the 2008 economic crash. Much worse. I think it's gonna be much worse. People are gonna get laid off. People are gonna lose jobs. It is what it is, man. It's just not. It's really not gonna work out the way people think it is. It's gonna be bad for all of us. But these leaders don't make any sacrifices. They're making millions of dollars. They're millionaires. They control everything. How old is Nancy Pelosi? Like 95 or some shit? She's like 95 and she's still a fucking 81. She's 81. And she's the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives. Wow, just disgusting how long she's in office. But you guys voted her in, so it is what it is. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.